outside of that like top 5 area.
It's like making a tier list. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
You can pick out the top 10 probably, but other than that,
Other than that, it's a question. And hey, question we've got to answer right now. So who's winning right now? Is it IQHQ's Raptor, or is it self-represented Magister in the Yoshi versus Incineroar? Let's get into it here on Pokemon Stadium 2, a stage that Raptor is definitely going to love for the maneuverability, but Magister, you're going to see him play near the ledge if he can get the Yoshi to follow him, because he's going to get some early kills off the side.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how far Raptor is willing to go off stage here too.
This is another big thing in this matchup, too, is you cannot freely throw those eggs. That is 2 stacks of egg revenge for Magister. He says, give me a balanced breakfast. And I feel hot.
I'm feeling good and ready to go. All part of having a good day. Got a ton of revenge online, too. He's got at least 3 charges on it, and it gets more powerful the more charges you have.
That forward air did like 30%.
Jeez.
All right, now back to the ledge. See the Raptors definitely being more selective with when he's throwing out these hitboxes.
Yeah, Raptor had a follow-up there with the drag down back there. Wasn't able to find anything.
That's a very interesting thing I didn't think about in this matchup, but one of the big things about the Darkest Lariat is that it's really good at shield poking. That's a dead Yoshi. It's Darkest Lariat is really good at shield poking. You don't get that opportunity against a Yoshi because you cannot shield poke him.
Right.
Ooh, okay.
Getting caught there, yeah. Going through platforms, using the new ability very, very well.
Ooh, trying to zone out with these back airs. Magister still playing it up close. Went for the pizza time with that forward tilt. Would have gotten the Yoshi back off stage. 167, you're seeing the struggle against Incineroar. How do you take out that stock when a guy like Magister has DI as good as he does?
Raptor stands so close to the ledge, though, because like obviously if you want to set a back air for roll, but you want to be able to get the jabs on neutral get up. So he kind of puts himself in the corner versus Magister.
Ooh, great coverage with that nair. Magister's still living. And that's what I was talking about earlier when we saw Magister on stream was look out for those high cross chops. We'll have to go off stage to avoid the grab as well. This reaction time from Magister, nutty.
Ooh, trying to eat one of those eggs there with the revenge. Not going to find it yet. Going to take a downer off the top at 188.
They were talking about Darkest Lariat shield poking, but that downer may be even more notorious from Yoshi. He uses the armor twice to get through, but Raptor's still able to close it out. Good night.
And back in the corner here. This is how I've seen a lot of people playing as Magister, just taking him to the corner and then seeing what options he's pulling out, because you can get a punish if he's not perfectly on time.
Ooh, you saw Magister got stuck on the platform. We saw him crouch and then forward smash. He wanted to drop through with the back air. Now he's looking like he is in a lot of trouble being down to this Yoshi. This ledge trap may be one of the last chances he has to take out the stock and even it up.
Oh, Yoshi, he waited at the perfect spot where he would come up from the up B. Obviously knowing he wasn't going to ledge. Oh, he got him on the stage.
Yes, he did.
Could have teched it.
Oh, eggs coming in again. Magister, he just wants that Yoshi to come to him. He wants that back throw again. All right, playing underneath this platform. Doesn't want Yoshi to approach with those aerials. Wasn't able to react quick enough with the shield grab to kind of net out that stock.
You know it. This is really tough for Incineroar. Raptor's playing this beautifully. Spacing out with a lot of back air. That's probably one of your more disjointed moves that you can get up more safely than maybe like forward air or something like that. And there gets you too close.
I see Magister just trying to control center stage, but boy, that forward air put in so much work for Raptor. Only took him a stock to figure out what he needed to do in that matchup.
Obviously, with the lead that he had, the risk of forward air was a lot better, and the reward is a lot higher to be able to make a further follow-up. And it's interesting how you can combo off of like forward air and back air on Yoshi. You can do like spike forward air into follow-up on up air, which we saw right there, or you can get like drag down back airs into like tech chases or jab blocks and stuff like that. The character's got some mean tech.
Now we'll see where we go for game 2. Definitely expect, you know, a much smaller venue. Considering that Magister's got the counter pick. And we do see Battlefield, so blast zone size is not so much, but that's not a concern at all for Incineroar. All you're really looking at is, can I lock down my opponent? And boy, you're dead. You're dead, son.
Oh, this is close.
73%.
It was close. Yeah, it was close, man. I don't know much else you can say about that, but my Magister coming up with a red hot start.
99% built up already. Rolling Whip would have done it there, and now Magister, maybe looking for another one.
Air dodging away from the approaching Incineroar. Obviously, when Incineroar commits to jumping onto a platform, that's a really, really telltale sign of what your opponent should be doing to go combat that.
Ooh, Raptor didn't want to overcommit to that edge guard. Very good non-committal downer, however, being able to drift out of that shield grab range.
Ooh, that was phenomenal there.
Meister's
Oh my
nairs
God.
are all phenomenal, but dropping the ability to get that stock right there. He had the Yoshi hovering in front of him. Went for the revenge instead, and now we gotta see if he can pick up the ledge trap.
Oh! Ooh, caught it
Very-
out of the egg lay. How sick.
That was super, super nice from Raptor.
And it's interesting because like we saw how in the first game whenever he came out of the egg, he was immediately hitting revenge. So the adaptation from Raptor is so smart. Oh, trying to get the scoop here.
Okay, down throw, gonna set up for some damage. Double jump bails out Raptor. He saw him immediately down B after the double jump.
Ooh, yeah, had him dead to rights there on that one. The revenge not connecting. Ooh.
Oh! And then so, I mean, Magister uses that move because if you don't know, I mean, that thing straight up beats some spot dodges.
So much damage.
Okay, now the neutraler gets the Yoshi back off stage. Can he keep him here? Magister looking for a big mistake so he can get a big punish. Not trying to get too
Trying to
greedy.
pressure there. He will. He'll pop out of the shield a little bit early. Yeah, I like the idea for cross-up on the Alolan whip, and then he comes back with a back air.
Speaking of crosses, that cross chop was creative to get back on stage. See if he goes something similar here. He does. Oh, he mashed or traded with the jab. That grab would have been able to do it for Magister, but instead Raptor's going to be able to take the lead and take to these platforms.
Yeah, immediately found the opener he needed to get that kill immediately after the trade. Ooh, no. Oh, that was so sick.
That egg lay, by the way, not a traditional command grab. It will not get rid of that revenge. Magister been getting a lot out of that. Whiffing an Alolan Whip and then immediately mashing the Darkest Lariat afterwards. Gotten a few stocks that way and certainly gotten a few off of that back throw.
That back throw was great, isn't it? I remember when I first heard about that thing, like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, it kills it like, 90 at ledge. I love it.
Yeah. Ooh, had an opportunity for a jab block there. Was not ready for the mistech. That down tilt is such a great can opener for him. Let's see what he's got for us.
Ooh, juggles with the up air. Magister rolling back in, though. Tons of use with this Darkest Lariat. Knows another egg is coming, and
that was
this
so
time,
sick.
yes, really nice out of shield. No double jump Yoshi.
Oh my
With the
gosh.
sour spot, not enough.
And
There it is.
it's rinse and repeat once you have depleted all of Yoshi's
How fitting.
resources. Yeah, it's over.
Yeah, it is over. Magister able to seal that one out, bring it to 1-1, and now you wonder where Magister's going to be taken to. Where do you want to take the
Where
Incineroar?
would you not like to be taken to the most? Assuming, well, what would you
As an
ban
Incineroar,
first?
I don't want to go to a big stage.
Yeah.
I'm banning anything that lets my opponent camp. Go back to Battlefield here, so nobody's going to be dissatisfied with that. I feel like Incineroar can also struggle with monoplats at times, but for both of them, even if Yoshi's Island is legal, which it's not here, and including Smashville, you get those smaller off-the-side blast zones, and Incineroar loves that anyways.
Oh, and you see the congregation starting to set up around right behind Raptor and Magister. This is a very hotly contested set.
People want to watch the end of this one. Not too often you get to watch an Incineroar shine, and we saw Magister do it in that last match. Ooh!
And with how deep New York rolls, Raptor's got the boys here, baby.
All right, got the counter. Revenge going to get Magister some extra damage. Aggressive landing. Raptor not able to find the punish either.
Ooh, that up tilt barely hits, but it's find him an up air. It's a lot of damage.
I'm surprised to see how comfortable Magister has been just like playing in the corner, like especially against a Yoshi. That'll be stock. Yes.
Wow.
Let me give you a hug, boy. Alolan Whip definitely an early killer. Raptor, though, looking for the early kill with that down air as well. The Magister's escapes have certainly been on point.
I love drifting past the ledge with down air, too, because there's no way he can punish you for it. And he's obviously going to come out of shield because he thinks he's safe.
And knowing that that back air hits behind you, too, or that up air hits behind you as a Yoshi. Really good awareness there from Raptor. Now Magister getting ledge trapped by the Yoshi once again. Seen him struggle with it before. Okay. It didn't end too poorly for Raptor either. I'm assuming that was a misinput on an egg lay. Maybe a B-reverse egg lay, but either way, Magister got to find a way to land.
Ooh, I'm waiting for the next Yoshi dare to come out, man. That's every time he gets on the platform, I think Magister's just going to be one tack option away from taking 30, 40 damage from a down air.
Ooh, tried to counter, but it was actually the grab that was coming out from Raptor. See Magister still no problems getting off of these platforms, which is traditionally something Yoshi's so good at. Love the fake out from Raptor as well.
Magister getting caught there with the revenge. Great nair out. Every time he gets unsafe with these hits, it's a nair.
Oh, we've seen that twice already. The forward air into the up air. Very reliable for Yoshi once you're on these triplats.
That nair
See
sent
Magister's
nowhere, too.
patience. Still alive? Yes, barely. Yoshi's heavy.
Great call. Ooh, not going to find the egg conversion off ledge. God, they're spacing it. Ooh. Always approaching with their back, too. They know the back air is their best killing option.
Definitely a whole lot of it as well. Magister's got to go max distance on this recovery. All right, Raptor still controlling center stage. He's had control of Battlefield most of this time, but Magister hasn't had a hard time resetting it to neutral either.
God, a very rare missed egg coming in from Raptor, too. Not going to get punished for it. Damn, Dare is a hell of a drug, bro.
Yeah.
My gosh.
And like I was saying, man, that is a move that will shield poke 4 days.
Ooh, do you see how he kind of he manipulated his hurt box, knocking him by the back air too? But the Yoshi Town B will take it.
And Tri-State definitely popping off behind. They want to see Raptor able to close out this last stock and win this 2-1, but Magister still holding on to a clean stock right now. And almost giving Magister some trouble. I keep almost calling him Meister. I feel bad about that.
Coming off ledge though once again. He's so happy to stay in this corner too, especially with the lead he's got.
Yeah, Yoshi, no problem staying on ledge, and Raptor's drift is making it so hard for Magister to lock down any single hit. It's a forward air to close that out. Crowd's getting loud because we're on last stock of this wave of pools here on stream.
And according to seeding, Raptor over Magister would be a very good upset too, so.
Raptor's certainly good.
Gosh.
He's in trouble now, but he whiffs the Alolan whip. He was too high.
Getting egg lay though. What's the option for the pop out? He's not even going to go for anything. He doesn't know what he's going to come out of the egg with.
He wanted to see if Magister would mash into something that would be a committal. You see Magister also using these shield tilts as well.
Ooh, trying to approach the back air. They're getting caught in the short hop. Ooh, he caught him.
Oh, he rolled through. 43% right after that Darkest Lariat. Magister probably looking to get one more revenge because then an Alolan whip at the ledge will kill.
Trying to come in with a nair or something. No, it's hunting with back air. Not a lot of nairs coming out.
2 down tilts. Not able to find a committal, though. Raptor's still sticking to that idea.
That's a lot of damage for Incineroar right now, man.
Ooh. Alolan whip gets him off stage. He's definitely still alive from the center.
This is kill percent right here.
Oh, wait a second. Oh, you're in trouble. The armor gets him out. I can't even speak.
The up air, the armor up got through the up air that he had with the revenge on it. He's living by the skin of his teeth.
Barely alive. Cross chop gets him back to ledge. Waiting for a commit from Raptor. This could be the end of the Incineroar. But Raptor goes off too early. Ooh, back air. Ooh. And the DI up is not going to be able to save it. A pop off there from Raptor. He stands up with the handshake and a well-played game from the Yoshi to take it in Game 3.
Wow, that's a huge upset for Raptor, too. I mean, I'm looking at the seeding. Raptor somewhere in the 80s, 90s, and Magister's in like the 40s.